featuring beautiful fur that is a symbol of untamed beauty, in addition to having a great economic worth due to the flavor of the meat being both delicious and nutritious. Do you ever wonder how these pheasants are raised? Pheasants are frequently utilized in traditional American celebrations, but have you ever wondered how they are raised? Come with us as we uncover the mystery that lies behind these one-of-a-kind pheasant farms. It is really challenging to say no to the allure of this particular species of poultry. Over 100 farms in the United States are responsible for the production of pheasants. They have even been designated as the state bird of South Dakota. The capacity of this kind of chicken to fly is quite powerful, which is a characteristic that makes it difficult to keep them under control. Farmers frequently have to construct isolated barns equipped with protective net systems in order to find a solution to this problem. These barns are designed to prevent pheasants from flying into the suburbs and to shield them from any potential risks that may arise from the environment around them. Beginning in April and continuing through July, each female pheasant is capable of laying approximately 4 eggs every week. In response to the demand for their products, farmers have been making attempts to develop superior breeds through the process of egg incubation. With the help of human intervention, the hatching rate of these eggs has dramatically risen, going from 40% to at least 75%. Every year, farmers in the United States successfully raise millions of pheasants. This is an astounding number that demonstrates the fact that this industry has been seeing significant growth over the past few years. This expansion, however, also means an increase in problems that are difficult to handle, which is something that should be taken into consideration. A discussion of the issue that is brought about by pheasant agriculture will take place in the following segment of the video. After that, let's proceed with the steps involved in producing high-quality pheasant chicks. In order to remove dirt and germs that may be able to penetrate the eggshell and cause harm to the young pheasants, the farmer washes the eggs with water and a specific soap before placing them in the incubator. The temperature of the incubator is set at 100 degrees Fahrenheit in order to replicate the warmth that is present in the body of a female pheasant. In the incubator, farmers observe the situation. At this precise instant, the pheasant begins to emerge from the eggshell in a gradual manner. In around 25 days, pheasant chicks will begin the process of hatching. After hatching, the young pheasants are subjected to a thorough examination before being placed in shipping crates that are equipped with ventilation. Within 60 hours, they are then shipped to other farms in order to continue the process of nurturing them. After arriving at the farm, these young pheasants are given food that is heavy in protein in order to improve their digestion as they continue to develop. In the same way that the diet of conventional fowl progressively shifts from soft to hard as the bird develops, the diet of pheasants likewise gradually shifts. It is typical for them to require a warm atmosphere when they first hatch in order to encourage their health and continued development. Therefore, in order to contribute to the well-being of the young pheasants, farmers always turn on the lights in the barn in order to create a warmer environment. Wood chips that have been dried out are the best bet. On the other hand, a piece of wood that is too small may put the newborn pheasants in risk and may even result in their deaths due to the fact that their gizzards will be harmed. As a precautionary measure, farmers will use dry straw to keep baby pheasants warm and assure their safety. They are properly cared for by farmers according to the stages of development that they went through. The diet of pheasants will consist of a greater quantity of green vegetables during the summer months. When pheasants are maintained in captivity, they frequently experience issues with feather pecking and cannibalism, just like many other species of raptors. The reason for this is that farmers will close their nostrils between the ages of 3 and 4 weeks when they are young. One of the solutions that might guarantee their safety, while yet ensuring that they are comfortable, is by using this method. They are able to tolerate and adjust to the natural world when they are approximately 8 weeks old. This stage occurs when they are able to do so. The shield that was placed over their nostrils will be removed at this point in order to lessen the likelihood of harm and to improve their ability to breathe. In addition, this is the time when the pheasants migrate to the outdoor coop, at which point they are getting closer to being ready for sale. In order to provide a source of food, these pheasants are primarily raised for the purpose of providing food. Because it is a source of high-quality protein and vital amino acids, Pheasant meat is not only a delectable food option, but it also offers significant nutritional benefits to human beings. In addition, raising pheasants helps lessen reliance on industrial food sources, which ultimately results in consumption that is more sustainable and responsible to the environment. The stage of maturity for pheasants occurs between the ages of 20 and 30 weeks, but this amount varies depending on the breed of pheasant and the conditions of care on each farm. Approximately 3 to 5 kilograms is the weight at which they are able to be sold for the purpose of obtaining meat. Nevertheless, catching pheasants for the purpose of selling them is a challenging endeavor in comparison to catching other kinds of poultry. Farmers are also faced with a great deal of difficulty and risk as a result of their disorderly and aggressive flying. For the purpose of avoiding being attacked by pheasants during the selling stage, they are frequently required to wear clothes that are not noticeable or even protective helmets. When housed in cardboard boxes with ventilation, pheasants are able to survive for 60 hours without any nourishment. Consequently, breeders are provided with sufficient time to send them to any location in the world. Although pheasants may be found in more than 40 states, a significant number of them originate from wild pheasants, and also from individuals who have been reintroduced into the wild in order to preserve the environment. It has a detrimental effect on the agricultural sector in the United States. When it comes to the countryside, grasslands and the areas surrounding grain fields are ideal habitats for pheasants. Naturally, wild pheasants view the fields of farmers as their source of food, and as a result, they ruin the grounds they travel through without any regard for their impact. In order to keep them under control, farmers are compelled to devise methods such as hunting or setting traps. When it comes to protecting their cornfields, farmers find that firearms are the most efficient method. Because they have such acute hearing, pheasants are able to immediately flee from potential threats. Consequently, the most important aspect of pheasant hunting is to generate impacts that induce the birds to fly into the air, while at the same time remaining within the safe shooting range of the firearm. The reason for this is that it is quite possible for the pheasant to flee before the hunter has the opportunity to react. They are able to flee from gunfire because to their wings. The act of hunting calls for a great deal of technique and coordination. In the course of hunting expeditions, dogs can be of tremendous aid. Either it looks for and points out hidden pheasants, or it launches pheasants into the air and pushes them to fly until the hunter is close enough to shoot them. Pheasant carcasses in the fields are also easier to locate with the assistance of dogs for hunters. In addition to the thrill that comes with shooting, wild pheasants are also a fantastic source of food. They are really delicious and far less fattening than conventional chicken, which makes it worthwhile to go out and hunt them. They are capable of reaching speeds of up to 60 miles per hour by the time they take off. Due to the fact that it requires a high level of quickness, pheasant hunting is extremely popular. In some regions, pheasants are even raised and then released into the wild in order to provide thrilling opportunities for people who enjoy hunting. There is no reduction in pheasant populations as a result of game shooting because hunters only shoot male pheasants. This is true even during seasons in which the number of pheasants hunted exceeds 1 million in a state. In point of fact, wild pheasants may not be able to survive for very long in the wild even if they are not hunted.